Good evening and welcome to the February 9th, 2021 Planning Commission of the City of Mishawaka. In tonight's meeting, as has been our status for many months now, it's going to be virtual as well as in person. So this will be an abbreviated version of 2 pages of narrative, but we appreciate you coming. Obviously, the chairs are spaced apart because of COVID, and we only have 2 items on the agenda, so we're not going to have a problem with crowding in here. But wear a face mask, use common sense, and yeah, so we'll have, tonight, we will make sure that your safety is accommodated as much as possible. First, we'll hear from the petitioner, and we'll hear from those who are in favor of the petition, both in person and virtually, or by phone, and then we'll hear those against, in person or virtually or by phone, and then right rebuttal. And I will repeat a couple times related to whether or not there are people attending virtually who want to attend the meeting. And please mute your microphone if you will, do so now. And if you're attending virtually or by phone, and I just ask that you be courteous and let others talk. Don't try to talk above somebody else. And please, again, when you're making have a comment or a question, please state your name so that everybody attending virtually or by phone can understand who it is. Fair enough? Miss anything, Mr. Prince?
No.
With that, Carrie, would you call the roll?
Chris Jamrose. Here. Murray Wynn.
Here.
Woody Emmons.
Here.
Chris Nabalski. Matt Lynch.
Here.
Nick Triola.
Here.
Chris Troity.
Here.
Dale Freeman.
Here.
Kathleen White Gaddich.
All right. So I already explained the rules of procedure. The January 12th, 2021 meeting minutes were distributed. Are there any questions, comments, corrections before we take action? If not, I'll accept the motion.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the Planning Commission meetings from January 12th, 2021, sir.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Freeman.
I'll second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that passed unanimously. That was second by Commissioner Wynn. Anybody on the commission wishing to declare a conflict of interest? Seeing none, we'll move on with public hearing on petition number 21-01, a petition submitted by RUDRA 26 LLC requesting to rezone 1333 Lincoln Way East to C1 General Commercial District.
Good evening. Mike Huber with Abbott Marsh Consultants, 315 West Jefferson Boulevard, South Bend, Indiana. Appreciate your time and your consideration of our request this evening. Our petition, I'm representing our petitioner. We are proposing a small laundromat and office facility to be located at the corner of Burkett and Lincoln Way. There are currently 2 parcels. One of them is Zone C1 commercial, one is Zone C4 automotive commercial. We would like to petition this evening to rezone the portion that's C4 automotive to C1 to match the property to the east, combine the 2, create our development. We've received some feedback from engineering and planning on our preliminary site plan. Just understand it's just all conceptual at this point. We haven't moved into the actual site plan design until we get the rezoning. But to keep it brief this evening, that pretty much sums up our petition.
Any questions from the commissioners for the petition?
Are you looking at a single building?
Correct.
I think?
It's correct. That's correct. It's one building.
Okay. And, well, we'll wait till we get through a site plan. I'm a little concerned about parking and access in, access back out, but
We'll make sure that we work.
You'll have that to work.
Nope, we'll definitely work with city engineering on those issues as well, for sure.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in person or on the phone or attending virtually that wishes to speak in favor of petition 21-01? Anyone attending virtually or in person wishing to speak in favor of petition 21-01? Seeing none and hearing none, is there anyone in person or on the phone or attending virtually wishing to speak against petition 21-01? Again, anyone in person or attending virtually or on the phone wishing to speak against petition 21-01? Seeing none and hearing none, close the public hearing. Any questions, comments before we take action? If not, I'll accept the motion.
I move that we approve petition 21-01 as presented.
Motion to approve made by Commissioner Wynn. Second by Commissioner Emmons. Carrie, would you poll the commissioners?
Chris Chamers?
Yes.
Murray Wynn?
Yes.
Woody Emmons?
Yes.
Matt Lynch?
Yes,
Nick Triola?
Yes.
Chris Torty? Yes. Dale Freeman?
Yes.
and that passes unanimously. Next up is Plat 21-01, a request submitted by Graber Group LP, Larry and Frida Scheibelhut, thank you. Dennis and Karen Kolp, Mary Lou Seltzer, and Thomas Scheibelhut, seeking approval of the one-lot Vequity Minor subdivision. Is there somebody wishing to present Plat 21-01?
Yes, this is Greg Sharon, Dan Charner, 1643 Commerce Drive, South Bend, Indiana. Here tonight requesting a one-lot subdivision at the southwest corner of Main and McKinley. I was here last month for rezoning of the property to allow for a fuel station, convenience store, and the next step in the process is to subdivide the property into one lot and make it one lot and get ready for development. We have included all the appropriate easements on the property, the cross-access easement to the property to the west, which was requested by the city. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Any questions from the commissioners, for Mr. Sharon? Questions? Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of Plat 21-01? Anyone attending virtually wishing to speak in favor of Plat 21-01? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition, in person or on the phone or virtually? Again.
Mr.
and-
President?
Yes, sir.
We do have a letter of remonstrance in the file I'd like to read.
Okay.
It states, I am an owner of property located on West Russ Street. It troubles me somewhat to have to say that I am opposed to this potential business because of the reasons I list. The troubling part of the situation is that I grew up with every one of the people initiating this petition, and even though I don't see them, the memories of a terrific childhood is partly because of them, the neighborhood kids. But I also have a family member living on the property located on Russ. Health and safety is a concern for me, thus the opposition of this petition. First is safety. Some studies have found that living near hazardous sites, a gas station brings high traffic roads. Note, Main Street is already inundated with high traffic volume. I assume an exit on Russ Street would be one of the options the owner would want, thus increasing traffic tremendously on Russ Street. Russ Street has already seen more traffic in recent years, especially between 3 and 5 p.m. when people are getting off work. Monitor the traffic in that area at those times and you'll see how busy Main Street is, as well as Russ, because people turn down Russ Street to avoid waiting the stoplight lines. Thus, I am requesting that an exit from the proposed gas station not be on Russ Street. Long hours. Convenience stores are either open till midnight or all night, which can possibly breed unwanted situations. Robbery, to name one thing. In any case, the later the store stays open, the more potential for problems. There's a mixture of families with small children as well as single people near and around that area. The gas station located on Liberty Drive in McKinley made the national news a few months ago because of a stabbing. Health. Gasoline is dangerous because it's highly volatile. Studies have shown fumes are capable of igniting up to 12 feet of a pooled source. Other issues of concern, lighting, because the convenience store gas station would potentially be open 24 hours, there is an issue of lighting. This potential business is going to be located in a residential neighborhood where people still work, and have light or lights shining in your house late at night, early morning hours is disruptive. Noise level, already high on Main Street because of high traffic volume. Again, the businesses assume would be open 24 hours, thus the noise levels would simply add to the already high noise levels endured living close to Main Street. Trash, one must assume that there will be a significant increase in trash. Increased trash can bring wild animals and raccoons. Housing value, having this type of business nearby would not make the property value go up, it would go down. Why? Because families with children do not want to live on or near a busy street for obvious reasons. Some would not want to live nearby because it is a gas station, which could be a health safety concern. These are the reasons I strongly oppose the building of a convenience store gas station in my neighborhood. And this is signed by Jill Miser at 1845 Acorn Lane in Mishawaka. And they indicate that they're an owner of a property on Russ, though they don't indicate which one.
Thank you. Very thorough. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in opposition to Plat 21-01? Hearing none and seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Any questions, comments before we take action? Hearing none, I'd accept a motion.
I would just remind the planning commission that this is one of those items that if it meets the requirements of the ordinance, that you have to approve it. There is no discretionary approval involved in either the plat meets the requirements of the ordinance or it does not. It's not like a rezoning request where you're making a recommendation onto the common council that where there's some discretion involved. So, correct. The council approved the requested rezoning for it. That's correct. So I just felt the need to add that, Mr.
Yeah.
President. I apologize.
However, if there are some concerns, then we should talk about them. I don't think just letting it go without a motion to me is not a good way for us to do business from my perspective.
Of course.
What's that? Any other thoughts, questions?
Well, basically, they're asking to combine the two properties, and the rezoning to, is already done, if I'm not mistaken.
The council has approved it. That's
The
correct.
council has already approved that, so all we're doing is combining two pieces of property. I understand that they're opposed to it, but it's a little late for that to happen, and so based on the fact that we're combining two properties into one legal described lot, I think we have to, and I will move that we approve Plat 21-01.
Motion made by Commissioner Wynn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Freeman. Please poll the commissioners.
Chris Chamros?
Yes.
Murray Wynn?
Yes.
Woody Emmons?
No.
Matt Lynch?
Yes.
Nick Triola?
Yes.
Chris Torty? Yes. Dale Freeman?
Yes.
And that passes 6-1?
6-1.
Yes, thank you. All right. Old business,
No, Mr. President.
new business.
Yes, one item. In the beginning or at the end of last year, we failed to bring before you an appointment to our Board of Zoning Appeals. So that is currently being filled by Chris Torty, and we'd recommend that the Planning Commission retroactively appoint him, since he's been serving in that capacity, for the calendar year 2021, January to December 31st.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
I'll heartily make the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Freeman, second by,
What, didn't we toss a coin? Oh, no, that was,
Yeah, he lost.
that was rolling of the dice. Do I have a second?
I will second it.
Second by Commissioner Wynn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. Congratulations. Privilege of the floor. Meeting's adjourned.